Alright, what's going on everybody, it's Liam here and welcome to today's video on the channel. And in today's video, I have an updated Novus crafting guide for y'all. Recently with the hotfix, I think a week ago or so like that, King's Isle did nerf the drop rate of the Polygon spawns, and I found a new solid place to get them. And I also found the best place to farm for pixels right now. So yeah, this will just be showing off all the pixel spawns in the area. So you're going to want to do Kathmandu. Now, this is like the first quest you get in Novus, basically, essentially. So you go to Mushu, and then you take this little carrier panda thing right here, and it'll take you right to Kathmandu, right? Assuming you pull up to Mushu, and then you take a right here. You will go here to Kathmandu, and then you will see, obviously, it's a very nice area. Now, there's about 5 spawn locations, and I would say per realm, it's roughly about 3 polygons, so it's pretty solid. Not to mention, also, right now, I will show you real quick, the Genie guy in the shopping district, the loyalty store here, he is giving out crafting benefit elixirs, right? So what that means is basically, if you get one of these, right, you'll actually get double the polygons. So if I pick up 1 polygon, I'll get 2, right? For example. Or if I get 3 per polygon, I'll get 6 with this on. So if you are a member and you do have points saved up, definitely get these for your Novus crafting. Since the double member benefit of December did end, you'll have to use these potions now. And I would advise stacking up on them because King's Isle typically is not very generous with double reagents. But yeah, as you can see, there's a spawn right here. I'm gonna actually go and show you guys my typical route I do when I do this, just so I can show you guys a bit more of a realistic experience here. So I typically start at the top here where the Stone of Heaven cat is, so right here on the map outside of the Zheng fight. So I'm gonna swap realms here real quick and I will show you guys the path I take typically. So as you'll see, right here is your first spawn location, right here. So I'll take those polygons. Again, I got 2. If I had my elixir on, I would get 4 right there. Also, this works on pixels when you're farming fights as well. Next up, you have the next spot right here down at the end of the mountain, essentially, on your left. Then your next spawn is actually going to be right here. This one is a pretty common spawn, I would say, but it did not spawn here this time. And there actually is another spawn, as you can see, right there. So we have come across, I believe, 4 pixel spawns already, and there's about 2 or 3 more in this area. So we're going to keep on going forward, and you saw in the intro there's one right here on this little pile of grass as well. Furthermore, down here, there is one behind this little cat hut, typically. Right in the corner here is also another spawn. Same thing with right here, as you can see. So we've come across a lot of spawn locations so far. I believe we've come across 6 or 7 now, and there's still 2 more to go. None of them spawn up there from what I've seen. One can spawn in this corner right here. And then your final place to check will be up here. Basically, just on this tree here will be your last pixel spawn rate, which will obviously loop you back around to the top area right here. So there's about like 7 or 8 spawns in this area, and I would say at least 3 spawn per realm. So it's actually really, really good. Again, previously it was the Stone of Heaven that was the best with the La Villa Rose. I'll just do another route here. I switched my realm to Wraith, as you can see there. I'll just do the route again, so it's on the right. Check the left here, nothing, so on and so forth. I think you guys kind of get it. I'll just let the gameplay play. But yeah, it used to be in the La Villa Rose and the Stone of Heaven, but there's apparently a bug or something where they're spawning too often, so King's Isle had to nerf it down. And now I would say the next best area is here in Kathmandu. I did have somebody comment on my last video that Kathmandu is a pretty good place, and I decided to check it out and look for a couple of farming areas, and here we are making this video. So shout out to that person who commented on that video. I appreciate you. But yeah, even in like 20 minutes or something, I've gathered almost like 100 polygons, I believe, which is pretty good considering I haven't popped that elixir, right? It's pretty freaking good. I had 89 and I got 13 here just as I started recording this video. So, you know, within like half an hour, you can basically craft 2 Novus gear pieces, which is pretty good. And again, when you have that elixir on, that will literally just half the time pretty much. So it's really cracked. Would definitely recommend getting that elixir if you can. So yeah, that is the Polygon spawns. I will be showing you guys the best place to get pixels right now. I don't see a lot of people farming this place actually, which kind of surprises me a little bit. But I think that's because most people are doing Maxine because they know how to do Maxine, and it's a pretty common team up place as well, you know. Also the boots are really good, so a lot of people want those boots, obviously. But yeah, the best place I found for pixels and what me and my friends farm at least, and a couple of other creators, is actually the Don Maxarina. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Where is he? Manzana. I butchered that name. I'm sorry. Anyways, so we're gonna pull up to him. And basically, I think I talked about this in my novice gear video, but you have to use spells that are 3 pips and below. So what most players do is run their new Novus spell, because what that does actually is it counts as like 3 pips plus the life pip, but it only takes into consideration the 3 pips that you actually have, right? So if you have a storm, for example, you can do that fight in 2 rounds pretty consistently with, you know, at least 3 players, right? Now, I haven't found a way to 1-turn the fight yet. It's kind of tricky. I would advise just 2-turning it, ideally. But, yeah, I mean, personally, my luck here has been really bad, but all of my other friends, like, multiple friend groups, have been getting multiple and multiple pixel drops right here. Again, there aren't very much people in team up like Maxine, which is kind of the bad part, but I'm hoping if I get this video out, and you know, more people see it, this will be the, you know, definitive pixel farming place, because I feel like most people get pixels here pretty often, right? He drops 1 or 2 every time. Not to mention, if you have that crafting elixir going, it's only a 2-turn fight with like 2 people. If you go first as well, right, and team up to go, you know, 4 people to team up, go first, you can mass feint, you know, kill the minion right away, and then set up your kill shot round 2. So it's very, very speedy, very quick, right? And if your luck isn't horrible like mine, you'll get a lot of pixels, especially with that double crafting elixir. I believe my friend, 2 out of the 3 of my friend group, when I was farming, in about half an hour, they had enough pixels to craft 1 novice piece. So it was pretty freaking solid. But yeah, that's all I really got for y'all today. It's a little bit different from the first one. In the first one, I recommended Stone and Lava La Rose, and I believe we recommended Ren 1010, but that guy is just absolutely AIDS. Can I be real for a minute? That guy is so goddamn annoying. Like, it's out of your control if you end the fight early or not, which I think is so stupid. And I also think they might have, you know, nerfed pixel drop rates, because the places I farmed before, it seems like I wasn't getting very much pixels, which I find kind of odd, because the pixel drop rates, I feel like a lot of players complain about, you know? This update in Novus, I farmed every place, the last boss, you know, Dawn, Maxine, Ren 1010, and I've gone 2 hours without getting a single pixel drop before, so I kind of find it odd that they would nerf it. Again, this is just, you know, all subjective. I don't know if they did or not. I just feel like they did. So I would really like to see the devs increase the drop rate of the pixels in general. Let me know how your guys' novice farming is going, though. Is it going good? Is your pixel drops, you know, as bad as mine? I know personally me, I have a couple more pieces of gear to craft, like 2 or 3 more raid pieces. Then I think I have to craft like 2 more wands and maybe some Arch Mastery decks. And then I'm done all my Novus and raid gear for obviously my entire account, which is like 7 max wizards. So it's a lot of farming for me. Speaking of that, I will have the 160 life build coming up pretty soon. I believe I'm just missing a couple more things, and I don't want to just rush that video out as usual. But I hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you made it this far, be sure to leave a like, rating, and subscribe. It helps a lot. And yeah, I appreciate y'all sticking around. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for being here, and as always, take care, guys.